Oh my god, you guys. Oh my god. Do you know? Do you know what just happened to that?
I don't know.
Yes, I think you do. So this is what happened. Today we went to Hollywood. And we were like on this stupid standby list thingy for SWAC, aka Sunny with a Chad. So we totes went there after we changed out of our disgusting wet clothes
and left our shoes in the bathroom.
I'm hoping a homeless person finds them.
Yeah, me too.
And
then, like, what? These shoes hurt so bad.
We got in line, and yeah, we were just like, we hope we get in, and then we were sort of freaking out because we didn't know. And these girls in line were like talking to us, and they were crazy.
Yeah.
And
they're gonna watch it and be like,
oh.
And be
like, and so, yeah, we finally got in, and then we were, like, freaking out because we're like, we're in? What? Shout out to Deshaun.
Okay.
Coolest security guard person ever.
Okay.
We'll explain that in a second. So finally, they're like, oh, it's raining and stuff, so you guys get to, like, go in because no one's here. So we went in to the studio, and, like, we got in there, and we were just like, oh my toes.
Oh my heck.
The prop house is actually, like, the first thing I thought when I saw this set, well, I mean, I spazzed out, but, like, the prop house is, like, really small. Like, you see it on TV, and you're like, oh my god,
so large.
It's like this big prop room. No, it's not.
It's, like, tiny.
It's like
it's like my bedroom.
It's like a Polly Pocket set. Okay, well, it's not that small. But you got, like, the prop house here, and then, like, there's, like, the little hallway, and then there's Tawny's dressing room, and then further down, there's, like, a whatever set that was. It was like a different set for something. But we got to move seats like a lot. We just sat wherever we wanted to.
In the background.
Just like Sterling, Phil. They filmed the show, and we're not gonna tell you what it is because you're just gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
It was episode ocho. Of season dos. I hope you can translate that because
Estos y ocho.
And it was totes funny, and yeah. At first I was like freaking out because Sterling didn't have any scenes, but he was there anyway because he's just awesome like that.
Right.
I mean, he did have a scene, but it was pre-recorded, so he didn't like do it in front of us. So it was really sad. Brandon was all like, "We marching," and then we like laughed our heads off.
Yeah. We were like,
and I ate a napkin and some Swedish fish and pizza. Anyways, and then Sterling Knight came over and judged this totes awesome dance competition
between these like 3 little kids.
Yeah, and this kid like did the splits, and then he like just did the lean
died.
So I don't even know what he did.
He was just doing these weird things.
He was just following his own path, and
he was kind of
Sterling was sort of like, whoa. He was like, whoa. I don't even know.
He literally was going like,
he was like, what's going on in front of my face right now?
What?
But anyway, this little girl who was totes cute, she won. And then Sterling was all like, I can't dance. And I was like, whatever, Sterling.
Whatever.
Really loudly.
Yeah, she was like, whatever.
But I was really loud. Eventually he left, and then they started filming again. They kept filming, and then at the end of the filming, we got to meet everyone. Everyone. Ow.
Don't give yourself whiplash.
Yeah, I bought this shirt just for Sterling. I don't know if you can see it, but it says...
Please do not. Please don't fall.
And Sterling Toads has a shirt like that. We met Demi first.
We were just like, oh, hey, she's right
there. She's right there. And I was like, oh, I want to give you a hug, Demi. And I couldn't reach her, so we were like, air hug. And Demi is like super pretty. I was like, well, you're pretty.
Wow.
Like, if I was lesbian, I won't even go there. So, she signed Emily's phone.
She signed my phone. That is her thing. Oh my god, that was such good quality.
There's you can't even really see that. There's me and Demi.
No,
and Demi is so pretty.
She is so well.
She's so pretty.
So pretty.
And so, yeah. And the next picture is awesome. Isn't that great? It's Emily's thumb. And so, after Demi, Allison came down, but I was like, we don't really want to meet her anyway. So I just sort of ignored her and she like went away. And then like,
I didn't even see her.
And it was when you were up getting your notebook. Oh. And then Tiffany came over and I was like, oh my god, Tiffany, I worship the ground that you walk on and you're so awesome and I love you. And she was like, oh, you're so sweet. And I was like, I know you're so sweet. And then we took the pictorial together and I looked like crap, but she looks prettiful. If you put anyone next to Tiffany Thornton, you're gonna look like crap because look at her. She's like a Barbie doll. She's like super awesome, fantastic. And then Brandon came over and I was like,
he was like, too good for you. No?
I was like, dude, high five. But I toast hugged Tiffany and then like I high-fived Brandon and I was like, dude, yes, dude. And yeah, but I didn't get a picture of him.
Sweet.
So, yeah, anyway. And then Doug came over, and Doug is, like, the coolest guy ever. He's, like, the coolest guy ever, and Emily needs to totally marry him because he'd sort of be, like, my brother-in-law, and that'd be totes awesome because he's, like, totes cool. Because you're my sister. Look at how cute!
Oh, I look like crap.
Whatever. Anyway.
It's my baby.
He
Michael Cedar, watch out.
Yeah, that's what the okay.
Because he came.
He just like walked up and was like, okay.
Yeah,
and
we're like,
what
what do you okay.
And then like he saw this hanging around my neck. Can you even tell that this is a locket? Because it is. And apparently he just knew it was. And he was like, oh, what's in your locket? I just bought this yesterday. And I was like, nothing. And there's hair on my okay. And I was like, nothing. Do you want to like give me something to put in it? He was like, I don't know if I have anything. Because he was in his character costume. So he didn't have anything. Yeah. But he did search his pockets, which is very
He really did. He was like,
it was very nice.
Anything.
Yeah, I would have taken like seriously, like just rip your shirt, like
just
rip a piece of it off and just put it
give me a thread.
So that was super nice of him, and yeah, he took pictorials with us, and he was all like, "Oh hey,
I'm in love with you." No,
and then we come to Sterling, right?
Yeah.
And so he was down on the other end for a while because
Sterling.
These girls were all like, I want to talk to you forever, Sterling.
And ever.
And like, forget Christina who's been waiting for you like her whole life. And so I'm like the last person, we're like the last people left in the studio basically because everyone already talked to Sterling and they all had to leave. And so finally, in slow motion in my mind, Sterling Knight is like, it is your turn. It is your turn.
It is your turn.
And then like
Christina.
A beam of light came down and it was super magical. He came over and I was like, okay, first of all, and I like gave him a hug and I wouldn't let go and I was like inhaling him because he smells really good. And he was wearing a plaid shirt and it was green and that's like my two favorite things in the world.
Green plaid.
And I wanted to rape him.
But
and so
sadly we didn't have enough time for that.
It's the best picture ever.
Oh, it's so
Look at it.
I felt every time.
He looks like my BF. Hug picture, and then I was like, okay, I have a question. And he's all so adorable. He's like, I have an answer. And I'm like, okay, good. Because
that's adorable.
I'm about to ask you to do something. I'm like, oh, we love Mac Falls. And there's a scene where you get on your knees and you're like, this was supposed to be my night. Can you do that?
Where is
and he like totally agreed to it because he's totes awesome.
There's a link to that video.
There's a link to the video
in the description. In the description.
Down there. I don't even know. YouTube is so effed up nowadays. I don't even know where it is.
It's up there.
It's up.
It's in your mind.
It's over there. It's over there.
It's right.
He was like, sure, I'll totes do it. He didn't say totes. And then he like stepped back.
He said, I'll totes do it.
He stepped back. And he like stood there, and my hands were shaking so bad. So please excuse like the shakiness of the video. I was recording it, and he was all like, "Are you going? Are you recording?" And I'm like, "Yeah, do it." And he's like, "What? Am I going right now? Right now?" I'm like, "Yes, do it." And he's like, "Sorry." and he freaking drops to his knees and he yells, "This was supposed to be my night!" And I basically just collapsed. I was like, wow, I think I just fell even more in love with you.
No, like,
I totes gave him a high five and I was like, dude, you're awesome. And then this biatch came up. It was all like, I'm gonna talk to you, Sterling, because it's not like I don't see you every single day, because I do.
Because I know.
And then she's talking about something and like I was like laughing because what she was saying was funny, and then she looks over at me and she's all like, just go. And I'm like, fuck you. Don't put a time limit on
my Sterling time.
Exactly. Like, no.
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 I was gonna ask him to give me something to put in here because he wasn't in costume, so he probably had something in his pockets. And I was gonna be like, sign my shoes and give me a kiss. So I was like, oh, thanks, darling. I love you. Bye. Okay, bye.
That lady, I bet her name was Phil.